Having a little walk this morning before the sun comes up with the girls here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hi. Good morning. I came out this morning, they had all of their faces facing towards the woods, right? So either two things are going on. Something was in the woods. Look, they got a little startled there. Either something was in the woods or they wanted to come down here, but they didn't feel secure enough. So I thought, well, I better see what's going on down there. And so when I started coming down their little trail, then they all started following me down. Sun's not even up yet. They like rooting underneath these leaves and stuff. We've had some kind of warm days after some cold days, so there's a lot of little fresh grass kind of growing underneath here. You know, the fall grass. Little shoots, they kind of get that little burst of energy in them, and that's what they go for. They like that because they're eating hay pretty good right now. But they'll always, no matter what, if you start giving out the hay, they'll always prefer, you know, any kind of new growth out there. That's why sometimes you got to pin them off, because they'll eat everything down to the dirt. So now they feel secure. So that must have been what it was. See, she's looking for a little something special. I have to be careful right now because it's deer hunting season. So if you guys live out anywhere where there's any kind of hunting going on, make sure you're watching your calendars and you know not to go out in the woods without some particular clothing on, or with an idea that there could be some fellas and gals in the woods hunting. You can see that sun's kind of coming up now. Still kind of cloudy, but it's going to be about a 70-degree day today. So there's a couple tips I just gave you before we even started the video. And if you are hunting out there, I hope you bring some bounty home. We're fortunate we're in the whitetail deer capital of the world. So right in these woods right here, the food is abundant. But I like mine inside the fence, easy to get to.
This video was brought to you by Plain and Simple Chocolate Tea from Off Grid with Doug and Stacy.
The weather outside is frightful. A cup of chocolate tea is so delightful.
Made from the husks of roasted cacao beans, it has a chocolatey aroma, yet tastes like an herbal tea. This beverage is rich in mood-enhancing theobromine, the perfect replacement or addition to your morning cup of coffee. You can find it at offgridwithdougandstacy.com.
Plain and simple chocolate tea makes me happy.
Now back to the video.
Sheep feel all safe and secure. I gotta have this wood put up, right? If you live off grid, like we do, you're gonna have your wood put up. You have to have dry, seasoned wood to get you through the winter, right? And for us, we usually take about 5 to 6 cords. And a cord is 8 foot long, 4 foot wide, 4 foot high, in case you didn't know. So if you're out there buying wood for your first time because you're going to live off grid, 4 foot high, 4 foot wide, 8 foot long is a full cord. Full cord of wood around here is running about $250, $225, you know, $300 if the guy's proud of it. If it's good seasoned stuff, all hardwoods, but probably around $250, $225. I thought there was going to be a little spike in the price there, but it seems to be hovering pretty normal. And we haven't really sold any out of the woodlot yet, so we're just monitoring prices and getting our situation ready there. So stay tuned for updates on what's going on at the woodlot. But when you're living off grid, you got to get this wood put up. So hold on a second while I get a couple loads going here. Give you guys a few tips about storing wood real quick. When we first started living off grid, I had all of our wood out here. This wood shed wasn't here, and neither was this outdoor kitchen, obviously. But you know, you can go back in the older videos, and I would just keep out about 3-4 cords out here, and then during the winter I was cutting deadfall, so that would get me through the winter pretty good. I was always hustling though, always cutting wood, go. So that was how I was doing it, and then I would just tarp it. And then a lot of times you got to be careful with tarping it during these bad storms during the winter time, and then they would blow the tarp off, and then your wood would get wet, and that's what you don't want. So I struggled with that for a few years, and then we came up with the idea of the outdoor kitchen. And then what I did was just kind of piggyback my little wood shed on the back of my outdoor kitchen. And if you're new around here, right here around the corner here, see that tarp right there? That's our outdoor shower. So it's all gravity fed. We collect rainwater, and then we have a shower right out there all during the summertime. Coming up, we're going to start talking about, you know, things you're going to need if you want to live off grid in the wintertime. And one of them for sure is dry seasoned wood. Also, you guys want to be careful about your stacking, okay? Because if you have little toddlers running around your homestead, you want to make sure you're stacking your wood proper, because it can get kind of wanky if you don't stack it proper. And if a kid starts to climbing on it, they can actually pull a pile over on them, and that's not going to end up very good. Even seasoned firewood, when you start getting it dumped on you, it's going to be pretty heavy, right? So just make sure you're maintaining a proper stack as you're storing your firewood. In this case, we have all enclosed, but it goes up, so you want to make sure it's not tilting out, creating an unbalance where if someone was to pull on it, it would just pull right down on them, right? Just make sure you're always mindful of your stacking. I enjoy getting out and walking with the sheep in the morning. Seeing how they're doing. They're a little more cautious since Rambo's not around. That's my main stash right there. I probably keep about 2 years worth of wood now piled up like this. I used to keep a long thing and stack it all and everything. I just didn't find the benefit of that. I didn't find any benefit of going through all the labor, stacking, unstacking, stacking, unstacking. So this has been working out good. The pyramid, it has pretty good airflow. It can handle the weather. It sheds it pretty good. And then I just scoop it out and then put it back. And then I only handled it one time down at the... You got to kind of pick your battles with this firewood. There's jokes about it saying that you actually heat yourself 2 or 3 times. You know, one time when you cut it, one time when you stack it, one time when you burn it. That's why you guys have those thermostats in your house, so you can just walk over to the wall and hit that thermostat. But there's a lot of stuff that comes with that thermostat, isn't there? A lot of you guys are finding that out now. A lot of stuff that comes with that thermostat. There could be a time when they control your thermostat. Hold it. That's already happening. They're already controlling your thermostat. I did a video about it a little while ago, how they took control of the thermostats in Colorado so people couldn't use their air conditioners. It's kind of wild out there. All right, that's the main thing right there. Keep your firewood ready, keep it on the dry. If you're working off a pile like this, get your wood inside. We have some rain coming in, so basically now we're rolling into November, December. You know what I'm saying? So you want to get this stuff and get it in somewhere dry as soon as possible so it can stay as dry as possible. Now if you're buying wood off of a stack like this, you want to take it home and then you want to get it dry. You want to put a tarp over it, keep it dry. Put it in a wood shed like we have there, keep it dry. The main thing is keep it dry. And if you guys are going to stack it outside like that with the, you know, little thing there, just make sure you tarp it really good. I've seen guys put some tin on top of them, put some bricks on top of those so they don't blow off, just to kind of shed that water off of it. This right here is my life support system all through the winter time. Okay, so that's all I got for you guys today. We're running out of time. That's what I've been busy doing. Plus I've been working on the solar. So I have a video coming up. I haven't done any video, but I'm just gonna do a video and I'm gonna tell you guys what's going on with the solar. And we're gonna talk about the install down there at the Learning Center. And then we're going to install a solar system for the barn here, the workshop. You know, it's my little workshop area there. So you guys are gonna be along with all that. What I'm gonna do right now is finish up this firewood, and then I'm gonna go get the pipe, stove pipe, to install the stove. I'm gonna show you guys and walk you through how to install a stove real proper like, so you can have an alternative heat source for your house. It's probably a good idea, right? Not relying on 100% the grid for your heat and your water and your food. 100%. That's why we're showing you guys how to heat alternatively, how to forage your food and medicine. We did videos like that. You know, how to collect the rainwater. And don't worry about if your little town lets you do it. Ask for forgiveness, not permission, because it's getting crazy out there. So there you go. Another exciting video from the Off Grid with Doug and Stacy video library. Good morning. How's everyone doing today? Easy there, Mr. Turkey. I saw you eyeing up Mr. Kitty Cat. Good morning. Good morning. One of them is running out of time too.